And we'll start our recording. And here we go. Welcome back to Abundance Thursdays with the great Vinny Smile Chopra and myself, Walter Murillo. We're here on a mission to build 100 millionaires who are inspired to build 100 millionaires. And if you know Vinny, he said, man, that mission seems small. Let's build 1 million. So we do the 52 wealth principles before the principles. And today we're talking about wealth principle 50, which is never give up. And Vinny has a very interesting way to take this. Now, Vinny, it's cold. You do the miracle morning every day. You said, like, forget taking days off. Welcome back to the show, brother. Where are we at?
Thank you, brother. Thank you. 2023. We need to really change. We need to change for the better. And that's what I say to myself. I like to lead the way to say that, hey, let's just change a few things. Let's reinvent our mind and body and system. Miracle Morning is the best way for me to get them out and just be fresh air, oxygen. So much oxygen in the morning, brother. So no, this is exciting. Very, very, very exciting. And, I'm so pleased. Setting your morning right will really put you in a much bigger place for productivity. And that's what it's all about, mindset, which is our abundance mindset with, Vinny and Walter show, Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern. Please join us, like us, comment us, and positivity brings profitability.
And you wrote the book, right? Positivity brings profitability. So, like, I've been really contemplating this, and this is not a plug, by the way. I've just been contemplating this concept of positivity. My intention for 2023 is vibrate at a higher level, right? So I learned a lot of that from you on these Thursday calls. And as we're diving into this principle of never giving up, I think a lot of never giving up really does have to do with mindset. Like, I just keep coming back to it's vibrate at a higher level. You wouldn't give up if you believe there was a better future.
Yes,
so
yes.
You and I were kind of talking a little bit before this, that you got some tips, like you've got some strategies to help people kind of believe in the future, but not just believe, like to actually do the right things. What are some of those strategies that you use to make sure that when something feels like it's not gonna work out, or you feel like giving up, or people are telling you can't be successful, like what are some of those things that you found work so that you don't end up giving up on your dream?
Oh my gosh, just to say that, I think I always go back to see, Walter, why did I start doing this activity to start with? If I want to quit or I want to give up, I may not have thought through the pleasure I'm going to get, the results that will make my company strong, my team people strong, myself strong. So we got to go back to the basics, going back to the payoff. We got to be, because when the time is tough, when everything is against you, you say, you know what, let me give up. I don't need this. Ho, 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 ho. That's the problem. Because if the negative things start coming in your mind, then you say, you know what, I cannot do it. And our whole body then works in that fashion to say, give up. See, the thing is, give up comes from the brain. It comes from the brain because you have been working hard and working hard and working hard, but you are not able to get results, what you want. So we need to really set attainable goals, first of all. Why do I not want to set smaller goals and reward yourself? Break it down, long-term goals into smaller steps. I really say that for accomplishing, because our mind, body, soul, everything works together. So small victories will lead to the bigger victories. And also find a support system, find the people who will encourage you. Oh my gosh, hold on. When we say, I want to give up, possibly other people sold you on it. You will not be successful. You should not put more money and time into this. And then you start saying, holy cow, why am I doing it? See, you got to be away from the naysayers. I wouldn't be where I'm today if I listened to a lot of people around me. I'm telling you, I just didn't give up. Persistence, perseverance, celebrate successes, even small successes can be celebrated, and I believe in that very much. Learn from the mistakes. That's the other part.
You just pointed out, you said some people wanted you to give up. some people
Yeah.
thought you should give up. Who are those people? And like, obviously love them all, right? But who are some of those people who are like, Vinny, this seems
Family,
crazy?
close people, family, your friends, your peers. I'm telling you, guys, if you're 5 people that you associate with or 5 books that you're reading, if they are not helping you, you need to drop those books and put them in the trash. And same thing with the people around you. If they are naysayers, they are pulling you down, you need to change them. Ask them to rise up and listen to the podcast, listen and read books and be better. Because if you are you're the average sum, we have heard that all the time, but in 2023, it's even more because there'll be so many opportunities coming. But if there are naysayers around you, you will not win anything. You will
So
not
this is
win
this is the
anything.
part I gotta ask. So I know your wife and your kids are extremely supportive today.
Today,
Well, at
yes.
some point, they must have been against you. At some point, they must have said, Vinny or dad or, you know, my husband, this is crazy. Does not work. You've got to get out. How do you handle that negativity from somebody you love? Because they're not being negative. They're uncertain. How did you get through that?
See, the thing is, okay, very good point what you just said, you know, Walter. The thing is, they look for security. They look for, okay, dad has made a name in this field of whatever, motivational speaking. Would he be successful? So they're looking out for me if
Right.
I look back at it, you know. They don't
Right.
want me to waste a lot of time and energy and then say, you know what, I told you so. So they just are more precautious and they don't know what you have learned and what kind of training you're going through to learn the business. See, if I had not gotten a coach 15 years back, brother, I wouldn't be where I am. I know that. And that's the big thing about it. You know, you got to just make sure that you are able to take people who led the way and ask them to teach you so that you could be successful. See, everything I want to do or anybody wants to do, it's already done.
Somebody's already done it, or are you saying it's already done in the future and you've just got to accept that so you can bring it into the present?
Both.
Okay.
Learn from the people who have already done it, learn from them. Let's look at their mistakes and they will teach you not to step on the mines. I say that because you step on one mine in the battlefield, you've blown up, baby. You've blown up. End of the whole thing. I mean, life and everything. So it's so important to get a great mentor, a great coach who has done it, you know?
So what do you think?
This is amazing, brother. Oh my God. You've
Is that kind of how you saw it going?
I know, it's lovely. Oh my God. It's so easy also.
Yeah.
I thought it was very appealing to the eyes and the videos opened up very quickly, you know,
Yep.
and that's the key. You know, we don't have much time, but if we could look at, and most of my videos are short videos too.
2 to 3 minutes. That's what I like about it.
Oh, thank you. No, your team and you have done fabulous, brother. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I would love, you know, how can people get it? How what's the deal? How can they do it?
The easiest way to get it is to jump on one of our monthly calls where we talk about either names on deeds, multifamily syndication. So we're going to be presenting it only to people within Alchemist Nation. That way it's people we know who are doing deals morally, ethically, legally. They've got to come through. They kind of go through a little bit, understand the basics, because this is syndication. This is borrowing other people's money on a big scale. This is doing big deals. So the person who comes in just kind of has to be doing things the right way. So, but once you're in Alchemist Nation, click the link. It costs money because this is a big course. It took time to put together, but and all that money goes back to the cause, right? Like we put all of that back into Vinny producing more content, producing more videos. It goes back to the team to produce more. So paying it forward. Essentially, it's an investment in building millionaires. So the way we structured it, I'm really happy with it. And then now the goal is to get more people through it, right? More people need to learn this process.
Love it, Walter. You know, one thing definitely I want to stress to everybody listening, when I put this course, it took me a long time. This is put together in over 9 years, 10 years. the worksheets have been changed and changed and added and changed and added and everything. So these are the final versions which have been able to use and get results. That's the big part. The other part I would like to say, raising money can really scale up anybody's business.
Yeah.
Anybody's, if you're doing wholesaling, flipping, you name it, everything, right? And
Well, even
wherever
tech
you want
companies,
it.
right? Tech companies have to raise capital. Any company, it doesn't have to be real estate. You're still going to be needing investors. You're still going to need a legal entity, and you're still going to have conversations and be able to share via PowerPoint or presentation, like what your asset is that they're investing in. So like what you're doing here is, this is how you become recession proof, right? You learn how to use other people's money, how to get other people an investment and put that money into the right assets, which brings us back to today's topic. I know that when I first started raising capital, it was easy for me to be like, well, like, why would somebody invest with me? And then I know that, like, sometimes it's easy to not make the phone calls, even though a person has told you, I would love to invest when you're ready. What are some of the things that a person who's looking to, help other people get a passive income, help other people invest in their projects? How do these capital raisers like stay motivated to do what they're doing? Like when it seems like maybe you're bothering somebody or interrupting somebody's life?
I'm so glad you said that, Walter. Right from 15 years back, when I got into this business, I always wanted to be very respectful and educational. That was the main thing. Respectful of their time, my investors' time, or my prospects, I call them. They never knew me before.
Out there prospecting. And Vinny is frozen. So if you're hanging out with us, we do this call every Thursday. Vinny walks around his neighborhood in California and San Diego. It is cold out there, and he does his miracle morning.
Yes.
There he is. All right, welcome back, Vinny.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I'm already out here walking. It's been such a pleasure. No, your question was very, very pointed, because you never ask for money. Right. Wow, you never ask for money, but you talk to everybody's got money in savings and other places, in stocks, and maybe even real estate and all. You educate them. You educate them how they could make great cash flow plus the equity gain. See, people don't want to get tenants and toilets and trash, termite, we call it, right? But by raising money, by asking investors to invest with us, we give them all the returns without the hassle. That's what it is.
I'm at that point, Vinny. So like, I understand it, because I don't want to deal with tenants. I don't want to deal with toilets. I don't want to deal with property managers. I'm like that lazy now. I don't even want to deal with the property manager or the contractor or the plumber or the electrician or even the closings. I don't want to deal with the attorneys. I don't want to deal with the banks. Like, I'm at the point where I'm just like, take my money. Like, please take this 50 grand and go put this into an investment that I don't have to deal with, right? Like, so this is 70 grand. So here, stack it up.
100 grand.
There we go. 60, 30, 60, 90. Here's 100 grand, right? So it's like, take my 100 grand and give this back to me in 5 years bigger, right? Like, give it back to me as 200 grand 5 years from now.
You got it, brother.
6 years from now.
Doubling money in 5 years is very, very easy. I say that because I've done it and I've seen other people do it. The good part is, with this 2023, there will be so many great opportunities coming in the marketplace. We might be able to double it in 2 years, 3 years, because if we got the deal right and we give in the course that you just talked about, I share how to give majority of the cash flow to the investors. Almost 70-80% of the cash flow without any hassle to the limited partners, and we make 20 or 30%, which is huge return
on other people's money, right? So the GP is doing it on other people's money. The LP, it makes sense that we get a ton of the cash because we're putting our money in, but the GP is doing all the work, so we value that. Like, I more and more like for everybody who doesn't have money, obviously you can't be an LP. It doesn't make any sense. But
Yes,
you've got to
yes.
learn how to be a GP. Put your time and your work to helping successful people who've accumulated money make money. And then when you get tired and you're like, oh my God, like I got to give up, like it doesn't make sense. Like that's not true. Just wake up tomorrow, do it again tomorrow, like keep going. Be the hero in your story, be willing to be the hero in your investor's story, right? As investors, like we're very thankful you exist and you're working and you're putting your effort
So
out there
true.
and you're doing all the thing. Like if your family doesn't appreciate you, let me tell you, your investors do. Like as a passive
They
investor.
do. They do, brother. I'm telling you. I mean, from zero investor to first investor to 530 investors who have given us up to $5 million. What? I mean, they gave me 100,000. They got the returns. They said, "Oh my gosh, Vinny's right. He's able to find the right deals, and they're good K1s with tax breaks and everything." That helps a lot, by the way, because in real estate, you're able to give them negative K1s.
Yeah.
And I explain all that in the course also. They love it because they're able to bat it against their other passive incomes or their active incomes if they're real estate professional. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do have to talk to you at some point, Vinny, because I've got a sale coming up on one of my portfolios, and we're looking to
Uh-huh.
take a significant gain on it. We're looking at like
Okay.
a $2 million gain, and it could be February, it could be March, it could be April, it could be May. We don't know when this thing's going to sell. It's a $5 million
Sure.
portfolio where we're seller
Yes.
financing about 20% of it. So at which is I'm okay with that. 8%. It's seller finance 8%.
Yep. Yep.
Like I'm going to delay the
Totally.
tax on that. But
Yeah.
the other part we're taking, it's about 2.2 million that we're going to take, that we're going to pay taxes on. So
Oh, 1031, brother. 1031.
well, I
You
don't want a
could find
1031
out.
to owning something. I'd rather 1031 into a passive investment. Like I don't
I
want to have to do
love
the work.
it. I love it. I love it. Very similar to what we did with our hotel, by the way, right?
Yep.
We bought it for 6 million. I mentioned it, Hilton Garden Inn. We sold it for 12 million. We put only 1 million down. So we got 7 million gain. And we just paid 5.333 to buy 165 units, Wyndham Garden. And it's going to cash flow 1.5 million this year.
Woo!
What? We just put 5.5 of the 1031 money, and it's going to make us 1.5 million.
It's fantastic.
It's ridiculous, I mean, real estate is the name of the game. Anybody who's on the edge and you're thinking, should I really do it or not? This is the year 2023, 24. It is just like 2007, 8, 9, whenever the economics downshift came. That's what we are seeing right now again. And it's going to be, you look at all the reports and everything, people will tell us how many people are underwater. They overpaid last 3-4 years. And now their variable rates or bridge loans are coming due, or the interest rate has gone way up, that they cannot afford to keep it,
Opportunity is here. Opportunity has come. Some of my other mentors have been telling me, get cash, get cash, get cash, get cash.
Yes.
Because of what we're seeing right now. And you're right, 2006, 2007, 2008, these were the times to be getting cash and going into cash flowing assets, not appreciation plays, getting out of the appreciation, going after the cash flow. I see us being in the same exact cycle. I do expect a 25, 26 drop, but it won't be more than 15, 20%. Like it's going to be a traditional drop. And even if it is worse, it'll be worse in Vegas, right? It'll be worse in Florida. Like it will be those spots that always get beat up, there'll be the coasts. But I do see over the next few years, it doesn't matter if you're investing in cash flow. And if you've done very well, you did well in Bitcoin or stocks or business or real estate, and you want to get more passive with it, then I do see real estate, especially the hotels, especially the residential assisted livings, the storage facilities, obviously multifamily, like these spaces have room to run. But single families scare me, condos scare me, luxury scares me. Like those three, I am very concerned with. Residential assisted living, I got no, like I was the only thing I'm like, I don't want new development of any kind except for RALs. Like RALs,
so right.
I feel fine with, because that's a 10, 15, 20 year threshold of what are we going to do with these people? We got to put them somewhere.
No, next 30, 40 years.
30, yeah, you've said it to me before, you know?
Yes.
You're right. I got to
we
start
have the
thinking like a billionaire. I got to
graphs.
start thinking further out.
No, anybody who would like to get graphs or PowerPoint on senior assisted living, I'm writing an ebook also. Of course, my big book is coming also, which is going to be on Amazon very soon. It took me 2 years to write that book. Still,
have a
it's not
release?
complete.
Do you know when
No,
when
I've
it's
not
coming out?
released it.
Okay.
I would say within 2 months. Within 2
Okay.
months, and it's called Senior Living Investing Made Easy. Just like sequel to
course.
my apartment syndication Made Easy, I'm writing that
It'll be
book.
the sequel.
Yes, brother. And that'll be my third book. My first one was Apartment Syndication Made Easy. Second one, Positivity Brings Profitability. And the third book,
I got it, Vinny.
oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. And the third one is Senior Living, because anybody who wants to really learn about senior living, please go to seniorlivinginvesting.co, I think is my new website. And we are going to be really giving a lot of information to the masses, because along with me, lots of people can come and get into that system. Still, we'll have a shortage of senior living.
Oh, yeah.
10,000 baby boomers are turning 65, 4,000 turning 75 and 85 and so on. And for next 40 years, I'm today saying that in 2020, 19th of January, next 30 to 40 years are going to be spectacular in assisted living, senior assisted living, and memory care, all those divisions. And I do multifamily, as everybody knows it. So I'm building 88 units to 94 units, 1 story. I had just in one day, 900 people viewed my posting on Facebook and LinkedIn. That's right.
1 story instead of this one, right?
1 story, brother, 1 story, no elevators, because I want seniors to have the time of their life. These are their golden years, end of the life, So we want to give them the best of the best years. And I'm getting drone footage put together. So please watch it. And we'll put it into Alchemist Nation. Lots of these things so that people can really see the purpose behind it. Because once you raise money, OPM, other people's money, you could do it into real estate, into anything you want, especially assisted living, because assisted living is where your unit rent is not 800, not 900, not 1,100, but $4,000. Same unit by the assisted living, and you give more food and all that, and assistance, caregiving and everything, and nurse, but still you are able to make good profits, 50% profit still in the assisted living. So I'm on a crusade to build $2 billion. I've been saying that in the next 8 years, 9 years, whatever it takes me. But the key thing is we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to give the best, nice places at reasonable cost to our respected seniors. They spoiled us. We have to spoil them now.
I like it because I've been hanging around with Isabella Guerrero, who runs Residential Assisted Living University, and she's been saying exactly the same thing. Some of my students and some of our community members have been through that program. And now with your book coming out, it's just, it's that next step of how to raise capital for these projects, of how to, like, she's very good at teaching the process. She's very good at showing you why, like how but like raising capital, that is necessary if you want to serve at a bigger level, right? And then if you're like me, like I would much rather passively invest, because I still want to serve. I don't want to take the time to go and learn everything and do everything that you do, and Isabella and that community have already gone out and done. So Vinny, I love it. We gotta obviously put you back on what you're doing. You're out there serving your investors, so you got to get back to your kids. So if we're jumping off this, if you want to like stay focused. If you want to raise $1 million, let's say if you want to do what you're meant to do as a man or woman who wants to serve their community, remember, don't give up. Like stay focused on the reason you got into it. This is what Vinny said earlier in this video, is like your life matters, your investors matter, your community matters, your family matters, you matter. And so it's just a matter of remembering that you're an important person. You have important work to do, and have fun with it, right? Vinny does this every Thursday. He's got his other show, Vinny and Bo Show. He's got plenty of resources on YouTube. He's got resources he's submitted on Alchemist Nation. You can check out his free course, Multifamily Syndication Made Easy, or you can get all the paid resources in his Multifamily 2023 Academy. He is putting it out there because this is the time. Like 2023, 2024, these are the years where millionaires and multimillionaires we've built. He's on his way to be a multi-billionaire, to have a $2 billion portfolio. And he's going to do it through serving more people. So Vinny, anything to say before we jump off? And then if you're listening to this, share, like, subscribe, like let other people know about the Abundance Thursdays, because I think this is going to change how people are thinking. When times get tough, they're going to come back to watching these videos and just say, okay, like, yes, I am important.
You know, I will say, Walter, you're so right, brother. I wouldn't be standing here today with close to $1 billion portfolio because of the power of raising money. I was able to do it. You cannot have so much money that you can put down 30, 40% down and buy $50 million deals, $70 million deals. But you can do it by raising other people and helping other people. See, you're helping your friends and family and people who have not getting too many good returns. You can help them. That's what it's all about. So please look into that course you showed me today, brother. Oh my gosh, this is amazing what you and your team has done. This is amazing what you showed me today. Wow. Please click on it, guys. Click on the, and I think you will be very, very successful. You will be.
Before we log off, I just want to say this to the people who are listening. And Vinny, I don't know, you got to say this more often, but if you look at this book, it says $250 million. Today, the portfolio Vinny works with is $800 million. That means that he's added to his portfolio $450 million since he wrote this book.
Yes.
But when he wrote this book, 250 million seemed like a lot. It probably seemed like, wow, this is the most I've ever had. So the point is, he never gave up. He kept going towards the billion. Now he's aiming at 2 billion, and he's at 800 million. The only reason he's there is because he never gave up. He kept going, kept moving forward. Cheers to your success. When you have a choice, always work with the best. We'll see you next week.
Work with the best. We'll see you next week, Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific.